Welcome to Reflective Fashion Production. This is Like Love Luxury, to braid or not to braid. I'm really excited. I am still working on my intro. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let you know that this video is more informational because we're going to really just go over everything that we talked about my hair. And like I said before, I am really interested in creating my own hair chart, which I'm really excited about. Just texture information. So let's just dive into the video. So I do want to say that I've been really concerned about this ashiness that's on my face, right? It's this light. You see that? That's crazy, right? I just realized it when I was setting up. I'm like, wait a minute. What? So I have to figure out how I'm going to get that together moving forward, but it's neither here or there. So I'm drinking my tea too. Just because it's still a little bit early, and I'm so proud of myself that I have been really just consistent with all of these videos that I've put out just for this month and talking about my hair. And I know that it's been 3 years too long, but consistency definitely does help. It really does help. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and get into it. So I started off this month and my hair was just really dry and it was frizzy. And when I say frizzy, I'm actually talking about, you know how you have that poof of your hair and some people might say, oh, well, that's nappy, or no, it's frizz and it needs moisture. So just looking at my hair right now, this is a week-old twist out. I've decided to start unraveling the twists in my hair. So it's starting to look a little frizzy, which is totally okay because today is wash day. So we're definitely going to get some hairstyle today. I'm really excited because I can't wait to see how everybody's hair comes out. And when I say everybody, I'm just talking about me and Maliyah. There's no everybody, but that's what it is. So with that frizz, I decided that I wanted to do something different with my hair. And my hair, before it's color treated and everything, is actually 4A. It's a 4A type hair, and that's just the spiral curl when it's wet. So if you wet your hair and you're just like, I don't know what my coil pattern is, I don't know what type of hair I have, I don't know the texture, definitely take the time to just give yourself a good shampoo. And you want to make sure that when you're doing that, you pay attention to your individual hair strands. So when you take the time to pay attention to that, you could definitely notice if it's a spiral, if it's a zigzag, or if it does both. And if it does both and it just absorbs that absorbs that water, then you know that your hair is not a 4A. You know your hair is not a 4B, it's a 4C. But we will definitely step into that territory when we get there. So like I said, my hair before being color treated is actually a 4A. And with being color treated, and I actually continue to do natural styles on my hair versus just adding hair in my hair. I like to, keep my natural hair together. Well, not natural, but I like to do more of the hair when it comes. I like to just do my hair versus putting hair in there. I am a big fan of Nubian twists. I do have those in my hair as well. However, last year I left my hair up too long, and when I left my hair up too long, it definitely played a part in, my ends breaking, well, my edges breaking, and I was just like, what did I do? How can I say that I am a cosmetologist and I left my hair up too long? Not okay. And it was very embarrassing. So what I did was I was just like, I have to, get my edges together and figure out something with that. And they're starting to come back. But at the same time, what plays a part in breakage is definitely what you eat, stressing, and just, your atmosphere. And that's something that I've noticed just within my transition of everything that's going on in my life. Your atmosphere and the air around you definitely plays a really big part in your hair if you're not really taking care of it and being consistent. So like I said, my hair is 4A, and as you know, I got color treated, my curl pattern started to change. It went from being a spiral to being like this, like wave. It was like a wave, like a zigzag almost, but it's not a zigzag. It's more like a wave, and I still have that spiral going on. So I was just like, should I just change, you know, how I'm putting moisture in my hair? No, you still stay the same. You want to make sure that you know what the formation of your hair is originally. So stay with the original, but at the same time, when you color treat your hair, you want to put just a little bit more moisture, not a lot, but a little bit more. And that's what I learned within these 4 weeks. Like, pushing myself to keep my hairstyle for a week is a big no-no if you can tell that your hair is starting to get dry. And another thing that I noticed is making sure that I consistently put my bonnet or my scarf on my hair. Now, when you're wrapping your hair at night is a difference from wrapping it in the morning. So, you know, there's just this big uproar about anyone wearing a bonnet, and you could definitely wear a bonnet as long as if you have hair and it needs moisture, you need that bonnet. You need something to cover up your hair. Anybody that has hair, I mean, it's just the history of it. And I think I'm going to do more like a little snippet of the history of, you know, hair coverings. I think that's important to even understand as well. So that was one of the things that I was consistent in doing. Before I got into bed, I was like, nope, I need to put my bonnet on. And I noticed the difference of, you know, the moisture staying in my hair. And that's very important as well. So let's circle back to me pushing my hair to a week. I did my hair on a Sunday midday, and I kept it Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, I started to notice that it looked old. Like, it was just like, it's time to take it down. And I just kept it pushing. Excuse me. I kept it pushing, and I noticed that if I cover my hair up, put some oil on it, it'd be fine. So I have this knitted hat, and I just put it on my hair after I oiled it, and it wasn't bad, but I could tell that my hair started to really soak up more of that moisture. So my hair was really moisturized. However, it was time for it to take it down, and I didn't. I just kept pushing it and pushing it, and I got to that end to where it was just like, well, I got to take this down. I think it's important when you see that it's time to take your hair down, take your hair down. Very important. If you feel like it's too early to take your hair down, still take your hair down, especially if your hair is screaming at you, saying, hey, take me down. Because like I said before, you can definitely over moisturize your hair, and you don't want to over moisturize because that definitely build up, and it's going to be hard for you to get that out and get your hair clean when it's time for you to have that big wash day. And when it comes to shampooing your hair, you want to make sure that you at least do it 3 times. So for me, what I like to do is just run the water, just rinse the water in my hair just to make sure that I'm getting all that product out. And then I take my shampoo and I just go through my roots, and then I rinse that out, and then I shampoo my hair again. And you could tell the difference from shampooing your hair because the shampoo will start to bubble up really well as you're shampooing your hair. So that was something that I noticed as well. And a big thing that I did this month is I actually took the time every week to get my hair rinsed. So I started with the black rice water, and then I did Maliyah's Crown lemon drench as a wash and go. And then actually this week that I'm actually coming up on is my shampoo day, and this is going to be posted the last week of January. So you'll see the last week of January that this is what my hair looks like. However, move it into February, that'll be the 4th week. So within a month, I actually took the time to put shampoo in my hair once, and it differs for everybody else. It differs for everybody. So if you're like, okay, well, I'm going to do her routine. Sometimes my routine won't work for your hair. So you definitely have to be careful with that. And you have to pay attention to your scalp. So that's important as well. So if your scalp is screaming at you as well and you're constantly itching, there are some products that you may be using that may not work for you, or you just have to go back to the basics. Go back to the basics and figure out what's going on. But I think it's very important to have that hair routine, and know what your curl pattern is or your coil pattern is. That's one of the things that I think in the coily community that we don't pay attention to. Curl pattern and coil pattern are two different things. Coily curly hair is something that's, starting to be just pressed on a lot of people when their hair is not that. So it's just like we have to break this down and really understand our hair, because there's some people that, have that straight hair. They just have straight hair and they don't realize it because they are told that they have 4C hair, or they don't realize it because they're told that their hair was something else. So I think it's important to just take pride in your hair and just take pride in, taking care of your hair. You need that hair routine. I think it's very important. And like I said before, I'm working on so many things. And if you feel like I glossed on something or touched something a little bit that you're like, okay, tell me more, definitely leave a comment in the comments below. Just make sure you are respectful, because your comment will be deleted. And if you have any questions, feel free to email. I am working on a Patreon as well. So if you're interested in in-depth videos, definitely, hit that subscribe button. My goal is to get, 1,000 subscribers in the next 3 months. And I'm hoping that, that would take place just as long as I'm consistent. I have to be consistent. That's one of the things that I have not been. And that's a goal of mine. So if you're definitely interested in more, definitely hit that subscribe button and you will get more content. As of right now, we are pre-recording. That's something that I am doing in order to get the content out, in order for me to, stay consistent in what I'm speaking about and being comfortable with being on camera and talking about something that I really find so interesting and that is near and dear to my heart. So I'm just getting it together slowly, and I'm really excited about that. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Sharing is caring, and I will see you all soon.